to all new episode of Mystics Outlook. I'm your host, Cardell Dudley Jr., and with Raymond Lyons, of course, and the Mystics. They just can't catch a break, man. They fall to the dream, 73-67. It's the second home loss of the season. Um, Ray, where do we begin, man? Just share your thoughts on the game, man. It's getting tough.
Yeah, they couldn't throw a rock in the ocean, and had some spouts where they couldn't take care of the ball at crucial moments. They basically killing their own momentum. I think they were playing a little too fast at times. Just kind of rushing and forcing things. So yeah, that kind of got in their way a little bit. And they just don't have much room for error right now. They got Shakira back tonight, which which of course helped, but they're still missing Brittany Sykes, which is a huge part of their team. And it showed at times where the game just kind of got away from them and got out of control at times when they needed to be patient and needed to execute. Uh, their defense will always give them a chance, as it has in every game, except of course the blowout loss to Seattle. But yeah, they got to capitalize on those opportunities, man. They forced 17 turnovers tonight. If you're disrupting the other team that much, then you should be in a pretty good spot. But they sent them to the line 21 times though, so they got to clean that up for sure. Uh, you know, a team makes 15 free throws in a 6-point game. That's you're giving them opportunities to beat you. So yeah, they just got to be a little more disciplined. Be a little more sure of what they're doing on the defensive end at times. Stop being as handsy on offense. Um, just execute, man, and make the simple play. I think a lot of times they try to go for home run plays. Got a little too fancy and careless with the passes that led to turnovers. Yeah, outside of I think Ariel, she shot 8 for 17, which is a good sign for her because she's been struggling mightily. And Stephanie Dawson was 50% from the floor. Everyone else wasn't that efficient. My Shines Allen 50% from the floor as well, but for the most part, their shooting was off, and they held the Dream to 41% from the floor. So that typically that's a good night, but when you're as feud out on the offensive end or even more, then you kind of working against yourself. So yeah, man, like Cardell said, if it ain't one thing, it's another. They just can't seem to put it all together at once, and yeah, they're still searching for that first win.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everything you said. They just have too many spurts on both ends of the floor where they're not in sync. There's no flow, especially offensively. Um, they've had they had spurts where they was flowing. You saw it in the first quarter. It came out, offense was flowing. Defense was dictating a lot of things, and then like the second quarter it's just what I'm talking about. They get outscored 20-12. They get ice cold, just careless turnovers, defensive breakdowns, especially with Tina Shaw. She had 14-13 in the first half. You know, we know she's an all-time great, but at this age, she shouldn't be putting that up in the first half.
I think we lost Cardell. That ESA Wi-Fi storing a number on him. Hopefully, he'll punch back in soon. But yeah, as he was saying, Yeah, Tina Charles should not be doing that type of damage at this point. No disrespect to her. She's former MVP in this league. Has accomplished a lot, but yeah, they gotta do better, man. They gotta rein her in a little bit. And yeah, just from the missing standpoint, like I said earlier, just no continuity. I think we got him back.
Yeah. Don't mind this ESA Wi-Fi. That's a whole another story in itself. But it just wasn't a flow on both ends of the floor, especially offensively. You saw Tina Charles; she put up 14 and 13. In the first half. She's a legend, all-time great, but she shouldn't be doing that at this stage of her career. And that just kind of to show you, the ups and downs of the Mystics, the ebbs and flows that's been killing the Mystics. Julie Van Loo, she's dynamic, she's exciting to watch. Uh, but like you said, keep it simple. You know what I mean? It's a time to be fancy and all that, but keep it simple, man. And a lot of her turnovers were careless. I think she had five, and she had a couple bad ones that sparked the dream run to kind of get ahead. When you lose a game at home and Ryan Howard is 2 for 11, 0 for 6 from deep, that's tough, man. Because you're not gonna get that again. Because she's gonna remember this game and remember and she's gonna be on one. So it's just they got to clean a lot of things up, and it goes back to the little things, man. You got to clean it up. Just play smarter and have more flow offensively and stuff like that, and play your game. I seen them late in the game where they was getting shot clock violations because players were scared to just take the shot that was there, looking for an even better shot. It's like they're overthinking. Man, take the shot, man. You miss it, you miss it. Get back on defense, get it back. The game is closed. So they really have a lot to clean up, man. Because these losses are starting to pile up. What is it? Only 35 game season. Yeah, they don't have much room for error, man. That thing get to double digits before they get a win. The playoff race gonna be tough. You know what I mean? So I know Brittany Sykes is out, but there's still no excuses because a lot of their losses they've been in the games into the fourth quarter. It's not like they're getting beat down. And like we said, the little things, the execution, especially offensively, late in games, late in the fourth quarter, or and not just the execution, part of the execution, but it's not even the fact that they're turning the ball over or missing shots. Even when they make shots, they're tough shots. They're not getting any easy shots, and they got to clean it up. That is one thing I will say that's missed with Cloud not being on their team. She always found a way to get, especially the bigs, easy points. And that's something they got to find out how to do because a lot of their buckets and stuff, they're tough. They contest, say they over a couple people, they're in traffic. You rarely see them get easy baskets, man. So they have a lot to clean up offensively, man. But with that being said, I mean, who's your player of the game?
Yeah, I went with Tina Charles. She kind of set the tone. That first half, it could have got away from the dream. The Mystics was rolling. They were looking good, but you laid out the damage, 14 and 13, man. That kept them right there. Went into the half. They were up by 4, and yeah, without that production, then yeah, we looking at a different game here.
Same. Like I said, she had 14, 13 and a half, but she only had 4 and 2 the second half. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy, at this stage of her career is tough to handle, but she stepped it up in the first half, especially with Ryan Howard struggling the way she was. Her and Alicia Gray, they really had no answer for her. Like Alicia Gray was ridiculous. 19 on 7 and 9, 4-6 from deep. She had to go on from the opening tip. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely Latina with the 15 rebounds, man. Those 15 rebounds, they counted tonight in the 6 point loss. Couple rebounds going to Mrs. Way, those could mean baskets, and then they win. So it definitely mattered tonight. X factor.
Um, hmm, got a few options here. Cheyenne Parker Tyus, she definitely made an impact. You pointed out Alicia Gray and her high shooting. Area Powers came off the bench with some added firepower and probably some added motivation.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go Alicia Gray. Yeah, because her along with Tina Charles, they made up for Ryan Howard's inefficiency tonight. Because like you said, that's not gonna that's not gonna happen again, man. And typically if she shoots like that, the Dream doesn't win. And Alicia also those were them 4 threes. It seemed like they all were loud, and at a time where the Dream needed them. So I'm rock with her tonight.
Yeah, same man. She got the thing. She got the offense rolling for the Dream. Hit the first 2 threes, first 2 shots of the game for them, and then the last 2 threes were like momentum killers. In the second half, when the Mets was on the run, here she come boom, and it was deflating threes. So that's what I get what you're saying about they were loud. They have to they got to clean up a lot, man. They got to clean up a lot on both ends, man. You can't have Tina looking like MVP Tina. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't have Alicia Gray 7 or 9. She didn't feel any resistance whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was only 4 threes, so she got the rest off. Fast breaks and get to the cup, man. So, look, man, they have a lot to clean up, but once again, back to the drawing board. For sure. So, that being said, catch up with you guys later. Hopefully, we have some better news, and maybe after a win, they're in dire need of one. Check in with y'all soon.